Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews, the podcast. I am your host, Brad. Brad Hughes, actually. That's Mr. Hughes to you. I'm just kidding. Mr. Hughes is my father.
That's a good way to go about it, dude, with the sunglasses. And the,
right?
Like,
call me Mr. Hughes.
Nice tie. Mr. Hughes.
Mr. Hughes. No, thank you for listening to the show. I appreciate the listen. I am joined, I would say as always, but it's not always going to be him. It just happens to be the first couple episodes.
Happens to be. We'll figure out call-ins, dude. Call-ins will be awesome.
That's what this cable allows us to do.
Yeah.
It also allows me to do this, which I'm excited to do. It makes me able to play the fucking intro.
Gotta have that. Shit. Gotta have the music.
That intro slaps. I think it's the best intro in all of Bourbon TikTok, if I'm being honest. I don't even use it on TikTok anymore because people get pissed. Why is this longer than 6 seconds? I'm sorry it's long and you have to listen to what people say.
Hey, do you like it?
Problem.
Do you like it?
Me? I don't give two shits.
I like it. Fuck it.
All right, so I got the BSK in the house.
The BSK all fucking day.
I just blew everyone's ears out.
Again.
That's what the BSK for. Blew your stupid ears out. That's what BSK.
They deserved it.
We got something in front of us. I don't know what this is in this bottle. What are we drinking here? We're gonna crack into a few things here on this episode while we talk about our top 5 favorite bottles of the year.
We're gonna talk top 5
so
favorite
far.
of the year first.
This
absolutely.
Now, before we dive into what this is, my top 10 this year is going to be so fucking difficult. I have gotten very lucky this year. I actually think I'll look back as a bourbon fan and go holy shit, man, 2023 was the best year I've ever had a bourbon hunting. I mean,
22, 23, yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely. There's been so much good shit out there.
It's just
so much.
You know what makes me excited is in theory it should just get better and better.
And my mind's been blown just in meeting you and hanging out and realizing dude, we're complete kindred fucking spirits
100%.
here. And again, I know I've said this in past episodes, the shit you've had me try blows my fucking mind.
Well, I'm happy to share it with you. You know how I get.
Again,
it's good times.
Real talk, the hospitality's through the goddamn roof, dude, and it will be
brother.
returned.
I appreciate it, brother. No, it is returned. You're here, you're hanging out, having a good
The
fucking
current
time.
pour is an Infinity blend.
Oh, Christ.
It's called the Timfinity. I have no problem. I was drunk when I started it.
That sounds about right.
But this blend...
Wait, you were drunk?
Surprise, right?
Wait a second.
This blend
That
has some
doesn't add
promise other than the Omen.
Now, I will say that, so I'm smelling it right now. The thing you know what it smells like to me? It smells like the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel.
I started this
Berries
bottle
and cream.
September 15th of 22.
Okay.
It's been sitting in that mini, I think it's about 1.5 ounce, 1.75 ounce bottle. That was vacuum packed for about a year, probably 10 months to a year now. So it's been sitting on the shelf, so to speak.
I'm going to walk you through this and tell me if I'm fucking crazy. Are you going to tell me what's in it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll share the recipe with you.
I get berries and cream on the nose.
I get heavy, burnt caramel. I will tell you, there is makers in it. That's a constant in my Infinity blends.
I get brown sugar, very prominent brown sugar.
Brown
I don't
sugar,
get. I think it might be that might be what you're getting with the burnt caramel.
Yeah.
That brown sugar. I get a berry note, it's like blueberries or something. It's a little harsh. What's the proof on this?
102, almost 103.
It's a little harsh on the nose. Not unbearable. I've had way worse things out of a bottle.
That's really nice.
It smells really good, dude. But I think the Omen smelled good too. Makes me nervous.
The Omen was good, but there was supposed to be a story behind it, and
what was the story? You didn't tell me the story.
It was based on the Gears of War video game franchise.
So wait, so you just wrote a fucking story for an Infinity bottle?
Yeah, because I'm such a fan of Gears of War.
Hey, you need help, right?
Maybe, but I thought it was fucking cool. I put the sticker on the bottle. It's the Omen given to me by Baloney Nips. Shout out.
I didn't know that was a Gears. I mean, I know what Gears of War is. I fucking love Gears of War, but I didn't realize that was what that was.
Yeah, it was there's pictures on my TikTok of it. It was supposed to have a story behind it, but I really dropped the ball on it. It is what it is.
It was terrible.
Let's
see if you can redeem yourself. All right. I'm going to give you a chance.
I should be able to. This isn't bad. I mean, it's not horrible. Not the worst thing in the world I've ever drank.
No, that's really good, actually. I mean, even if you hadn't told me there was makers in there, A, I would have assumed it, and B, I can taste it in there. So there's got to be an Evan Williams something in there. I can taste a cherry note that I always get in Evan Williams. I'm guessing Evan Williams bottled and bond.
You want to
guess?
You want to continue to guess until it's gone, or do you want me to tell you now that you've tried it?
Let me guess. Let me guess one more thing. There's a note in here that I'm picking up that reminds me of Eagle Rare.
Mind you, I do 2-ounce pours of everything I do, unless it's like, okay, a Maker's, then I do double of said bottle.
Dude, this is fucking good. What was that sound?
Just the glasses clanging.
It sounded like a bell.
Right?
What the hell? I get cherry cola on the palate, caramel, vanilla, and then like really strong cherry, like cherry candy. That, my friend, is fucking delicious. Good. Hey, good job.
Fucking A. That blend consists of 4 ounces of standard Makers, so 2-ounce pours of that, a 2-ounce pour of Knob Creek single barrel,
Okay.
a 2-ounce pour of Maker's cask strength, a 2-ounce pour of Evan Williams Black Label,
Okay.
a 2-ounce pour of Wild Turkey 101, and this might be the one. These might be the two that really floor you on it. A 2-ounce pour of Weller Special Reserve, and a 2-ounce pour of Benchmark Foolproof. That's where the proof comes from.
There's so much weeded bourbon. You should call this the Weeded Wonder.
Yeah, I mean, 8 ounces of weeded definitely brought the sweetness to it. But I think that Evan Williams and Knob Creek helped balance that out.
That's really good.
I've been sitting on this sample for a year, or around about a year, and what better way to try it?
Then on the Brad's Bourbon Reviews podcast. Brad Bourbon's Reviews, the podcast, like the musical. No, I appreciate that. That was really, really good.
That was definitely interesting. I've got a new blend started, and we'll see how that comes out when the bottle's full. I would love to... This is just how my mind works. We are on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just got told the Wild Turkey 12 year that I thought I was going to get, didn't get.
Right. I would love, as just a experiment, let's say, to take 1 ounce pours of every bottle you have.
That's what my Infinity bottle was.
Everything. And blend it.
That's what my Infinity bottle was. It was a half ounce of everything.
Half ounce, that's a decent starting point. And I saw that bottle was pretty damn full.
It was, and then I dropped it. I still have some of it out there. We should go grab my Infinity bottle out there and try it. I haven't tried it. I don't think I've ever tried it.
I'll give it a shot, man. It's just, I started doing it just as a gag.
Why don't you go grab it and while I introduce what we're going to do for the next, you know where it is, right? On the shelf? Yeah, it's the, if you take my keys are easier to find out which one it is. Oh, here's my keys. Oh, don't get me started with their fucking keys, dude. It's this one. I have 3 keys. Women are like fucking janitors. Yeah, women are like janitors, dude. They got a key ring.
Man, God rest him. 100 keys.
Yeah, that's too much.
I'm like,
That's too much. It's the Stormtrooper head on the first shelf on the right. So on this episode today, what we're going to do is we are both going to go through our top 5 bourbons / whiskeys. I think both of them on our list are bourbons. Top 5 whiskeys of the year so far. I do have one honorable mention, so mine will technically be 6, and it's going to be real cutthroat to actually see what makes it in the top 10, because I've gotten my hands on some really good whiskey this year. It's just been...
That's a badass ball.
Yeah, it's cool, dude. My friend Tom gave me that. My brother from Jedi Talk.
I love that.
It's awesome. So we're going to do that this episode, and I think this is going to be a really fun one. But I think we're just going to try this Infinity Bottle now just to see what's up, because this is one of those things where it's like it could be a video, but like who cares? I'd rather do it this way. It's more fun. It's more organic because we're talking about Infinity Bottles and stuff.
Video, podcast, same fucking thing.
No, it's not, because videos have video, right? And then this doesn't. So those are two very different things.
That is a badass bottle. I just see a bottle out, and I'm like, ooh, that's a cool bottle. I'm going to drink that and make that an Infinity bottle, you know?
Yeah, I'm probably going to do that with blends. once I finish one of these Bland's bottles.
Yeah, I would do it with personally, I'd do it with the gold, man. That's just a cool bottle.
The gold's nice. Now, I just want to preface this. I didn't try to blend this to make this anything special. This is literally just everything I fucking owned.
Everything.
Everything.
Okay.
Everything. And this is what was salvaged from the bottle when I dropped it because it had a crack in it. And this is what I was able to save. So, who knows what the fuck's in this?
When I start shitting blood.
Yeah. when you taste that glass.
That smells fucking great.
It smells good.
You can smell the Weller on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it smells like Antique 107.
That's Weller.
It smells just like 107.
That's a whole subject.
107 is the shit.
No, it's not.
You've had it before.
Try 12.
Just
tell me when I'm telling
you
lies.
Like one more better than the other doesn't mean the other
tell
one's not
me
good.
when I tell lies.
You're like the only person that thinks
Weller 12 is better than 107. 107 is shite.
No, okay. First off, it's not shite.
It's not shite, but it's.
But you just said it was. You just said it was. Oh my God. It's not shit. It's delicious.
It's good.
Weller 12 here might be better, but Weller
it's
107
not the best
isn't
in
shit.
the Weller lineup.
Don't be hyperbolic, you fuck.
Be what?
Hyperbolic. It's a big word that means you say shit you don't mean for dramatic effect.
Okay, I'm glad you explained that to me.
There you go. I know. I get cherry. I get. It smells like 107 to me.
See, here's the difference. Brad will give you 5 or 6 to maybe a dozen different notes, and that's cool. I always get maybe a handful, and that's cool too.
This one I'm not getting a lot of stuff on. This one's just kind of like whatever this is.
I get like burning. Maybe that's the proof. Again, you know, when you start these bottles, that's why I have that app to really track the proof and all that to know what I'm drinking. It does smell.
I'm not that invested. It smells good though.
It does. I'm going to go straight to the face with it.
That drink's pretty good. It's all right. I don't really get anything distinguishable on it. It's bitter at the end. That
Lots of hot.
bitter.
Lots of hot. But
that finish is very bitter.
But you know what?
Baby, I would like you better if you took off your clothes.
But you know what? 20, 30 seconds later, it's not bad.
It's good.
That bitter hits and then it goes away.
I mean, this isn't anything I'm going to like brag about, but it's good.
Hey.
It's not bad.
Dude, that's good.
Yeah, again, like this wasn't like a blend where I was like, ooh.
It was literally a half ounce of everything you fucking had.
But here's the thing, it's not everything that's out there now. It was at the time.
True.
There's probably 50, 60 bottles that aren't in that.
True.
But it's good. I'm happy with it.
That's damn good.
It's cool. That's a good. That's
it hits bitter, but that's
a good backup.
I like that.
That's a good backup.
Oh, that's a good rainy day,
yeah, 100%.
hurricane day, fuck it video kind of bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's a stormtrooper. I mean, come on, now,
man.
Straight up.
It's an Imperial Stormtrooper, too.
If it was a Mando head,
that'd be dope.
That'd be dope as fuck.
That'd be dope. That was a Christmas present for my buddy Tom. Shout out to him. He's a dad now. Congrats to him.
Yeah, congrats. Fucking A.
First time dad, man.
Goddamn right.
He told me we were talking in the afternoon, and I saw that he read it. And then he texted me like 6 hours later, like, dude, so I fell into a new dad coma. And I'm like, I've been there.
Oh, yeah.
I know,
We've all been there.
I know what that's like, brother. I know what that's like.
Oh, yeah. That happened to me several times.
All right, so let's dive into this top 5 of the year so far.
Oh, boy. Now that we've got a good eyeball on tops, we'll have another pour here in a few moments. Let that settle. I've got to say real quick off the bat, I'm staring at a bottle and holding a bottle of Evan Williams single barrel vintage. No, I'm gonna wait a minute. Let everything cleanse. And I'm sitting here like so giddy and happy that this bottle is open and I'm actually gonna get to try it because this thing is so near and dear to my heart, man.
What if you hate it? That's gonna make me laugh so hard,
dude. I'll probably cry. I will probably cry.
If you hate it, I'll trade you that back for an Eagle Rare.
That's not. You know what? No.
If you hate it, there's a difference between.
If it's like
if you go like
if it's
I
Blue
can't
Run level,
yeah.
I would consider. Actually, I would say no to the Eagle Rare, and I would say the early times.
Oh, okay, all right, I'll do that. Early times is more expensive. Well,
early times is fucking. Dude, my mom, who doesn't drink whiskey at all, only when she's out of rum, tried that and said, "How much is this?" I said, "Standard, like $15, where I can get it 22-ish with tax." And even she said, that's fucking amazing.
Fucking good, man.
There's some great, and that's something I'll start bringing over too next time, man. There's some great rums out there.
I like rum.
That's
my favorite rum I've ever had is the Ronza Kappa 23 year.
Nice.
That shit's delicious.
There's one at ABC which is called Cayman Reef.
I've had that.
They do a 5-year, which is
just 5 years. They have that a 5 and an 8 year. If I'm not mistaken.
You were drinking that blind, you would swear it's a whiskey. That shit is so good.
Bacardi 8 years. This shit.
Oh, Bacardi 8.
Bacardi 8. I got that as a Christmas present last year. I drank that bottle before we even got home, dude. It was delicious. Rum's good. It's just one of those things where it's like it can get too sweet. I'm not a sweets guy. That's why I like bourbon and whiskey because it's like
it has to hit in that moment.
I'm really starting to like Irish whiskey too. Every Irish whiskey I've ever had has been it's for like a low proof, simple. Like I'm always going to go back to bourbon's my shit.
Yeah,
Bourbon's always really my thing. Bourbon's always my thing. But every once in a while,
Irish is like Scotch. You got to really be into it.
But there are some really light ones that like when you don't want like a heavy punch in the fucking face bourbon.
Yeah.
A fucking like nice Slane Irish whiskey, 40 proof or 100 proof, 80 proof. Get the fuck out of here. It's delicious.
That's before we get into the topic, that's a gripe I have because I love Scotch. And again, Scotch is subjective. There's so much out there, same as bourbon. I came up on Johnny Walker Red Label, Black Label, Dewar's 12. There's many out there that are great. Fucking hiccups, god damn it.
You're good. Can you take a break?
I just wish there was a Scotch out there like a Johnny Walker Black Label, for instance, that was 100 proof. Because most Scotch tends to be 80 to 85. And that's cool, but there's no reason Johnny Walker Blue Label should be 80 proof. That shit should be like 120.
Well, I think they're using used barrels, so there's not as much to draw out of it.
True.
So it's just going to kind of sit there and that's why when you see like it's so funny to look at like a 25-year Scotch versus like a 6-year bourbon. The color difference is so insane.
Yeah.
It's just so different.
And believe me, next to Maker's Mark, Johnny Walker Black is my pride and joy. It's near and dear to my heart, you know?
That's not something I'm a fan of.
It's good, but there's not many Scotches that have like blown my mind. Yeah, oh my God, you know? There's several out there I want to try, but nothing I'm like, ooh, I got to fall over myself to get it.
You ever had Muckety Muck?
No.
That's one I'm curious about because a lot of bourbon people will drink that and be like, it's like as good as a bourbon.
There's one Glenfiddich 14 I really have been wanting to try because it's finished in from what I believe, don't quote me, I'm probably wrong.
I have one bottle of Scotch out there.
It's
finished. I think it's a Glenfiddich 14.
It's Glenfiddich 14 finished in bourbon barrels, and I believe it's Wild Turkey barrels. And every reviewer I've read and watched say it's phenomenal, so I'm inclined to believe that. But again, at a 86 proof, it's gonna.
The problem
I feel like
Scotch.
it's gonna leave something wanted.
It's all gonna be watered down, like kind of like boring. That's why when like Scotch reviewers go into this, like it tastes like a Band-Aid and rubbing alcohol. It's like,
yeah,
that's not pleasant.
Yeah, I don't.
That's not what I'm going for when
I don't want it to punch me in the face, but I want some flavor.
I like getting punched in the face from time to time, but I also like just like normal shit. And you want to try some real normal shit? We're gonna try the smoke wagon here.
I feel this is a strange analogy. I feel about whiskey, whether it's bourbon or Scotch or Irish. I feel about whiskey how I feel about hot sauce. I want a little bit of heat, but a lot of flavor.
Yeah. Agreed.
You know?
Well, or if you're going to go exponentially up in heat, you need to go exponentially up in flavor.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about proof. If you're going to go up in proof, you need to give me something that has a lot of flavor to it. Like Stag does. Stag has a lot of flavor. For
that first sip earlier really hit me, but that second one, maybe it's because the palate's ready for it. But man, that second sip was
diving in at that high proof was a fucking dumb move on my part. I should know better than that, but it was funny to do.
It was funny. It was fun, but you know what? It tasted great. Now I know this is MGP shit. I'm not a huge fan of MGP, but
I love MGP. They make great whiskey.
What is that weird? Okay, that's got like a.
This isn't a joke. You saw me pour this.
This is Smoke Wagon, the standard offering.
It's dusty up front. There's more on the nose now that I opened the bottle. Let it sit for like 2 days. It almost smells like a weeded bourbon. That dust note. It's like a dusty book.
It's got a diaper.
Diaper? What the fuck are you talking about? Like baby powder?
Yeah.
Well, that's funny you say that because in my review I said it smells like powdered sugar.
You get what I'm saying?
I get powdered sugar. I don't get diaper. Those are two very different.
But you know what
things.
I'm saying? That baby powder kind of.
It's dusty.
Yeah.
That's the note I get. It registers in my brain as like a dusty book, not a diaper.
But that
You fucking idiot.
whatever, dude. I swear to Christ.
I get cherry in there too and vanilla. This dude pounds whiskey like nobody I've ever fucking seen.
I'm not going to waste time.
I mean, that pour I poured you was like 6 sips. You just chugged it.
Come on, dude. I'm not saving up to be Jewish here.
But you're supposed to fucking savor it and enjoy it and then like take a sip and then taste it and then take a sip. You fucking psycho.
See there? Still a little bit.
Yeah, okay. That backwash doesn't count as a sip.
Sure it does. What's the horsepower on that?
What do you think it is? Don't look.
92? Shit. I
What'd
would
you
have
think it
assumed
was?
I would have assumed higher.
I would have too, and that's not a ringing endorsement, you know. I would have guessed it was like 102, 103 proof, 105.
Okay, see now 20, 30 seconds later, that finish is nice. But
It's okay.
But up front, it's like...
It's harsh up front, and then it's bitter. To me, it finishes bitter.
Okay, this is a good, quick sidebar subject. Would I pay $25 for that all day?
But you pay 30.
Hell no.
That's what it costs.
No.
So then you're not buying it.
Nah. I'd grab Makers or Knob Creek all day. Good, but...
Now, would you say it's better or worse than Blanton's?
Oh, worse. That was... Your bottle must be special because that was.
It
pretty
ain't special,
damn good.
bitch. I got it at the Buffalo Trace Distillery. Probably the least special place you can buy Blanton's.
I will say I'm quite honored that you opened that bottle
I opened it
to
just for
prove
you,
me wrong.
Just to prove me wrong. I was gonna wait until I got another one because my own mental thing.
Oh, hey, I'm the same way, dude. If I ever bought, it would.
I mean, I know I could go. I have several liquor stores I could go right now and get a bottle of. I just don't have one.
If I ever got my hands on a bottle of William LaRue Weller, it would be very hard to open that bottle.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be fucking a party. What are you talking about?
Knowing
It would be we would make an event out of it.
Knowing
we'd
what
get everyone together.
knowing what I could
hang
get
out.
for that bottle,
That's fucking stupid. Don't be
it
that
would
guy.
be
Don't
very hard to open.
don't
that
contribute
bottle.
to the thing you say you hate.
I do hate it,
Then don't contribute to it.
but on the sidebar, it would be very
Use your
hard to open
powers for
it.
good, not for evil.
Right? This is the way.
This is the way, bitch.
This is
Let's
the
go.
way. But yeah, I mean,
This is not the way. Smoke Wagon's just okay.
it's decent.
That rhymed. I didn't mean it to.
Now, I'm sure some of their other offerings are probably better.
Agreed, because I think the higher up in
I
proof
would
you
like-
go, you're going to get more flavor out of it.
And-
you're going to get a little more heat to it, and I think that would help this one out. Oddly enough, I think it's a little. The heat is weird because I feel like it's not heat. I feel like it's rye spice.
The heat doesn't dictate the flavor almost.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not great. It's not bad, but it's just not.
There's
something
many
I'm
of those
into.
brands we brought up in a previous discussion that, man, if they did like 100 or 200 milliliter minis, that's a brand right there that would benefit from that.
I made a joke about
to
this
get it
bottle.
out there.
I said for something with guns on the front, it kind of tastes like really weak. All right, that's right. All right, so let's dive into our top 5 of the year so
Top
far.
5 of the year so far in 23.
At the midpoint, we'll because I have 6 technically because I have an honorable mention, and at number 3 we'll pour some of that Evan Williams single barrel that you're
Absolutely.
so
I
excited
got
to
to
try.
pause for the call. Once you crack the flood,
You are such a weak bitch when it comes to your fucking bladder. This is ridiculous. Joe Rogan would be upset.
What?
Joe Rogan would be upset.
Hey.
He'd be upset. I'm excited to do this. This is going to be a fun. I'm Rogan. I am Joe Rogan. I'm his little brother. Bradley Rogan. He's actually going to be a guest coming up on the show soon. I'm going to have Joe on the show soon. We're going to drink bourbon together.
You know, once you crack that cork, it don't stop. Pop the Cork brought to you by Baloney Nips. Go follow him if you're a toy collector or dio builder. He's
or
the
if you're
fucking
gay, he'll
man.
suck you off in the back alley.
He might, but he makes the best toy dios out there.
Oh, I agree. His room is fucking fantastic. It's beautiful.
Dude, I give him a lot of shit for his shit, but you know what?
That's awesome.
He's got something.
You saw the garage before it got completely massacred into what it is now because we're moving. I love that kind of shit. My stuff's not dioramas or anything like that. But it's cool.
I'm more the Funko guy.
Funkos?
Which,
I've got garbage bags of Funkos I need to get rid of.
I look at Funkos as it's a cool little collectible, and I do the ones that mean something to me. Metallica, Van Halen, Lemmy means something to me.
A bottle of whiskey.
Hey, dude, if they made one,
shit,
I'd be all over it if they did. I wouldn't doubt it. They made a fucking Coca-Cola can one.
Yeah, but Coca-Cola doesn't, break up families.
True. Well, I don't know.
All right, let's dive into
top 5 of the year,
so
2023. We're in September, so let's roll with it.
Do you have any honorable mentions? Because I have one. You can't see my list. That's how this goes.
I didn't even write a fucking list. I'm going off the top of my fucking
head. I wrote a
head.
list. I got serious.
You went serious, y'all.
I had to go out and look at the shelves, and I take things seriously when I do. I don't do anything halfway, bro.
You didn't do it half-assed.
Look at this setup. Look at this.
He did it whole-ass, right?
Do you think this setup is half-assed?
Well, since no one can see us, I would have to say we're sitting in front of a mixing board, several Glencairns, 4 bottles of whiskey, and a recorder. But you don't know that until now.
You'll see it on the next waves of videos.
It
I'm going to record
works.
in person. It's fucking dope. All right, my number 6, my honorable mention, and then I'll give my number 5.
Well, honorable mention at the end, because that's sort of the asterisk.
Honorable mention's up top.
No, you go from number 1 down.
No, you don't go to number 1 down. Number 1 is the first one, so you go backwards to the top.
Okay, 5 to 1 and then the asterisk.
No, you go honorable mention.
5 to 1 and then the honorable mention.
You go honorable mention because
it's your show.
It is my show, and it's how I've been
the fucking stupid sidekick.
This is how I've been doing shit on Jedi Talk for years. You go honorable mention because it's not worth being included in the list.
This is not the way.
This is the fucking way. The Last Jedi's canon, and it's the second greatest Star Wars movie ever made.
I have no opinion because all I've watched is Mando.
If you want to argue with me on that, I will
argue Star Wars with you. I don't know enough to argue.
I smacked the fuck out of your friend Larry the other day. We were talking Star Wars. I bitch slapped that motherfucker when it came to Star Wars.
Oh, just wait till us 3 get in a room together.
Oh, it's gonna get
ugly
because
it's gonna get ugly.
Because I am always right when it comes to Star Wars.
Because you know what's going to happen? You two are going to argue Star Wars, and I'm going to sit here and get drunk.
Like, where's the Fago? I'm like,
where's the Fago? I got to go get pizza.
So the reason you do honorable mentions up top is because they're not worth being in the list. So you get them out of the way first. This isn't fucking Watch Mojo where you do it right before the one. They only do that for retention. They do that so you stick around to see what number 1 actually is. That's the only reason they fucking do that.
Good
Fight
point.
me, Watch Mojo.
I like Watch Mojo.
I'll smack that dumb bitch in the face. Actually, I like Watch Mojo too.
And what culture?
If I didn't know,
shout out to Watch Mojo and what culture.
I like Babbletop personally myself. All right, remember, I'm kidding. I'm not going to fight the chick from Watch Mojo.
I would pay money to see that death match.
It would be very quick.
No clothes, just in your underwear.
That wouldn't be a fight.
Barbed wire baseball bats.
She'd get digged down in the octagon. She's a piece.
With a piece of barbed wire stuck in your ass.
She is a piece, but she is from Canada, so that's a big knock against her. My number 6, my honorable mention is the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel for this year.
Why aren't we taste testing these as we talk about them?
Because I don't really want to drink all these.
Fuck is wrong with us?
Because there's a lot of really good shit on here that I don't want to go away on a stupid podcast.
What? We're going to have to do this again in like February.
Now, what we will do is we'll taste them as we're doing the top 10. We'll taste the ones from the top 10.
That's going to be a good one.
Top 10, Buffalo Trace.
Now it's time for number 3.
Number 3 is a bottle. This is not much left.
It's a bottle that looks like it's gone.
I just drank 10 ounces of whiskey. Back to back to back to back to back.
I am
Elijah Craig Toasted
personally no fan of Elijah Craig. But that Toasted Barrel, that was very... I don't want to say personally, I don't want to say it's special, but that was something just really...
It is special. It's good. It's a great bottle.
Really out there.
It's not. It's way off what I was thinking it was going to taste like. Because I had in my head, like, I know what Elijah Craig tastes like.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so like the Toasted Barrel is going to be like just kind of a more amplified version of that. And it just took a left field into this like floral, berries and cream note that I just wasn't expecting.
It reminded me of that blackened batch 114.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
And what I mean by that,
I think I even said that when we tasted it. This reminds me of the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Warming.
Yeah.
You know, it just hits you and just warms you up.
Magic.
Yeah.
It's a good bottle.
I'd have to say that's probably my honorable mention.
It's a good one. Yeah. That's
damn good.
It's a good bottle. I don't know if it quite edges out the top 10 of the year just with the shit I've gotten recently.
Top 10, that
it might. It might. But I wanted to bring it up on this one because I had it the other day and I was like, that's really fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, that's
my top 10 of the year is going to take a while to aggregate. There's like 3 that I go like, of course that's going on there.
Yeah.
But I love that bottle.
That's some interesting, to say the least, stuff.
Good stuff.
To others, maybe special. To me, I'm not a huge Elijah Craig fan, but that was definitely interesting. A different take on, for me, because you hear double oaked and this and that, toasted barrel. Okay, cool. And it was definitely interesting. I loved it. I enjoyed it. And that's hard to say because I was not a fan of Elijah Craig.
I haven't had it in a while, but I remember not hating it. Yeah. But I need to try. I need to. There's a few that on this channel that I need to just go and just do these basic ones that I haven't done yet for whatever fucking reason. All right, do your number 5 and then I'll do my number 5
of the year so far.
Not number 1. We're going to reverse order from bottom to top. Started from the bottom. Now
based on what. Gratuitous Drake reference.
Yeah, buddy.
Based on what I have personally purchased and tasted.
It doesn't have to be purchased. It can just be tasted.
You're probably going to give me shit.
I'm going to.
I know you're going to. Weller 107.
No, why would I give you shit?
Is number 5.
You just shit on it, but that's okay.
I'm not shitting on it. It's good.
You just did.
I'm not shitting on it. I did shit on it 10 minutes ago. But for a top 5 of the year,
and I quote, "It's shite,"
no,
and then it ends up in your top 5. You fucking psycho.
Fucking shit.
This is the last time you're on this fucking podcast.
You love it and you know it. I'm going to get you so many views.
So fucking crazy. I love it.
But no, seriously.
God damn, that makes no sense.
Weller 107.
It's shit. Number 5, Weller Antique 107.
It's good. It's not the best in the lineup. It's not the best I've ever had, but as a number 5 for the year, it is good. Again, based on...
Weller 12 year would have to fucking really, really, really bring it for me to not say 107 is not the best.
Based on when I've tried it in the past.
Goddamn good.
Based on when I've tried it in the past and when I've tried it with you, your bottle's at about, what, half?
I don't know.
Give or take.
Maybe. I hope not.
Moving on, number 5 for you.
It might be 3. I don't know. God, if it's half, I'm going to be very upset. No, this is number 5 for me. Number 5 for me is going to be my Four Roses single barrel. Yeah, right over there?
If you say that 10-year, I'm going to slap the beard off you.
Four Roses single barrel proof, my 10-year. Number 5.
Dude, come on.
We're talking top 10 of the year. Do you know how many heavy hitters?
We're talking top 5.
Yeah, but we're in the top 5 I'm sorry, top 5. Top 5 of the year. It came in 5th place out of all the shit I've had this year. That's a fucking phenomenal place to be.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
And to be fair, the shit was bottled in 2020.
Good point. It's been sitting
around
years
for a fucking minute
on the shelf in the dark.
I don't know where the fuck that bottle came from. There was one of them. I'm so glad I was there when I was there.
Dude, that was yeah. And again, I don't mean to beat the dead horse. I'm not a huge Four Roses fan. That shit.
Is it because it's not $12?
Fuck yourself. That shit's really good. That shit is really good.
It is good. It's a good one. The OESV, by the way, if anyone who doesn't know, it's the OESV.
Yeah, as a guy who drinks generally shit $30 and under, that shit is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's almost
whiskey,
like you get what you pay for. It's very strange. It's very odd. It's very strange.
I hate your guts.
You only hate me because I'm right.
Number 4 for me would probably have to be that one, that Four Roses.
It's so good.
It's just...
Wait, what's your number 5?
Weller 107.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. I forgot.
That Four Roses just... I don't know, man. There's something about it. It's like the best of all worlds.
So good, dude.
It's sweet. It's savory. It's bitter. It's hot. It's
got the age. You can taste the 10 years on it.
Oh, God. It's got that, for me, that heavy, thick vanilla that just just slaps the shit out of you. It's so good.
I get like a creme brulee note on it, like the caramel and the vanilla.
A creamy kind of finish, thick, heavy, like
Now,
Bailey's kind of finish.
You know where that comes from in the whiskey? That comes from the fat of the corn starch fat. That was I was talking to Thomas from Conviction about that, Southern Grace Distilleries.
That kind of what Makers did with FAE, that fatty something. Yeah.
Is that what it stands for?
Viscous.
What does FAE stand for?
Fatty acid something or other. We'd
Yeah.
have to double check it,
Okay.
but yeah.
That comes from like some enzyme that's in the corn. It gives you that like thickness and the viscosity. And it's incredible.
Good. Straight up, if I found that bottle on a shelf for
$100 is
80
what I
to
paid.
100, mine.
Don't say 80 to 100. It was $100.
Just
91.
Every store is different. 80 to 100, mine.
It's a Total Wine
All
store
day.
pick, so it wouldn't be different because it would be just at that Total Wine. $191.
Either way, mine.
It's so good, bro.
God, dude.
It's delicious. All right, my number 4.
That one made me wet for a minute, you know?
The number 4 is the Baumburgers Declaration 2023. It tastes like Christmas.
Yeah.
Plum notes. Like really like predominant plum notes.
Again, I want to prefix this by saying
Preface.
whatever.
Prefixes in a book.
I'm kind of a simple guy.
No.
No, right? Get
You
out of
are?
here, right?
I didn't know that. Fago and fucking Old Crow?
Fago and Eagle Rare. Tell me it wasn't delicious. You weren't disturbed.
I wasn't disturbed. It was okay.
Your exact words. I'm disturbed at how good that is.
Yeah. Well, you shit on Antique 107, then put it in your top 5 for the year.
I did.
So that makes way less sense than anything I just said.
That Baumburgers, man. That.
Motherfucker shits on it 5 minutes and then fucking puts it in his top 5.
Don't you love that?
He's like, and another thing, fuck them to hell. Number 5, Antique 107.
No, I mean that Baumburgers, man. That's the first one of the very few that I've tried that you've had me try that felt special.
Yeah, it does feel special.
You just get that overwhelming. I'm trying something.
I haven't had it since you had it. I actually think I had it with you. I was like, I don't want to drink any right now.
I don't think you did. I'm
I
not
just gave
sure.
it to you. I don't think I had it.
That's that one of those few that. Yeah, I'm drinking something special.
Yeah, it feels like it.
It's hard to describe, maybe.
Yeah.
Christmassy.
Christmas. It's Christmas in a
sitting
bottle.
around a campfire, passing a bottle. This is something special.
It's so
I mean, phenomenal.
I love it.
Amazing.
It's unless something crazy happens and I get like some crazy shit at the end of this year, which with the guest I have coming up.
Isn't Shanks
Could be.
similar to that?
I've read that the Shanks isn't as good, and I had the opportunity to buy either one of them, and I went with the Baumburgers.
Oh, you made the right call. Period.
Yeah. Well, you know why I picked the Baumburgers? It was $8 less.
Hey, dude, $8 is $8. BSK will tell you that straight up.
There's just something about $91 versus $98 that was like, okay, I'm gonna go. But I don't know anything about either one of them really. Like
$91, I can still stop and get a Slurpee on the way home, man.
Exactly. And have nothing to give the homeless guy. So
Right? Fuck it.
Right.
You know?
No, I don't have any money. Keep walking.
Okay, the
Baumburgers Declaration is
Baumburgers.
special.
Again, it might be different year releases, maybe,
This is
maybe
the
not.
2023,
I don't
I should
know.
say. I don't know if I said that.
Amazing. I mean, yeah, you get that. This is something special. Number 4 for me, dude, honestly, and I sat on this bottle. Great cork pop, by the way. And he's pouring Evan Williams single barrel, which I cannot believe. This has been like 4 years since I've had this. I know what a fucking mortgage is, dude. Come on.
What are you getting out of me, bro, until I get another one of these? You also got to drive in a little bit.
I'm fine. Number 4
wow. I poured this into Heaven Hill.
Right?
I didn't even realize it. That's destiny.
Number 4 for me was one I sat on for a year. It was special. Was that Blackened Batch 114, the Black Album, Metallica Black Album batch.
Yeah.
I've got about 3 inches at the bottom of that bottle left, and I'm sitting on it. Yeah.
When did you crush that bottle?
I got on it hard.
Jesus Christ,
My nights when I'm at home, I drink are Wednesday and Saturday. Those are my nights where I watch my show, I have a drink or two, and I'm happy.
Drinker 30 with that fucking blackened, apparently.
Well, but that was really good.
Nothing wrong with
The standard blackened really didn't impress. Hasn't impressed me much.
It's okay.
It's decent, and
there is nothing wrong with standard.
For me,
blackened.
I buy it just because it's Metallica. Metallica is my favorite band. Always has been. Always will be. It's near and dear to the heart. But
have you had the 72 Seasons one?
No.
It's good. It's my favorite one that I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Even over the one you had, that 72 Seasons one was really good.
That one, the Batch 114 was good.
Batch 114 was really good, but I think I like the 72 Season ones the best, probably.
I will say, and that's...
If I had to, I'd have to try them side by side, but I'm pretty
touching
sure.
back to a subject earlier, best looking bottle, Blackened is a pretty cool looking bottle, and especially that 72 Seasons one. Yeah, that's nice. A cool bottle.
That yellow really pops.
Yeah, it's like you just look at the shelf and you're like, what's that? Ooh, okay, it grabs your eye.
Did you try this yet? Let's give it. So we're at number 3 now.
Evan Williams single barrel. This is a
2018, I think. I'm sorry, 2014.
8-ish year.
9 year, right? Is it
14 to 22. 8-ish.
That peanut note's coming in heavy.
Oh yeah,
peanut brittle.
That Heaven Hill nuttiness, man. Oh, I so hope I love this.
I'm gonna get pissed when I watch you drink this.
If I don't love this, I'm gonna be pissed.
It's gonna be very watery for you, I think.
Probably.
It's still good. You still love it? How dare you cough at that 90 proof hitter? I don't think it's even 90 proof.
86.6.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
So good?
Yeah.
Peanut brittle note. That it finishes like on your lips. It is so sweet.
Being a Southern boy, you might understand where I'm coming from on this. That fluffa-nutter.
I don't do marshmallow.
Oh, okay. Well, but
I could see marshmallow.
Yeah,
sure.
that. We all know whether it's Evan Williams or Elijah Craig, it's got that Heaven Hill nuttiness.
Yep.
Yeah, that's God damn,
that's good. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Not amazing, but that's exactly.
But you know what? I say this on Jedi Talk all the time. It might not be amazing, but God damn it, when you want a Big Mac, you want a Big Mac, and there's nothing you can do to replicate that.
That's what
only exists there.
That's what Evan Williams should be.
Agreed.
Damn, that is good, man.
Yeah, it's good.
That's for an 8 year.
It's good.
For an 8 year at 86 proof,
it's fine. I like it okay. I'm glad I have it.
Yeah.
It's not anything that like blow. I forget I have it sometimes.
It's not like blow your mind good. It's not like, oh my God, go get it good.
It drinks way hotter than you would.
It drinks hotter, but it's, again, to me, it's just near and dear to the heart.
There's a weird like honeysuckle note I get on that one.
Yeah, super sweet, but that super roasted pecan, kind of at the football game, roasted pecan kind of note.
Yeah, like almost like those like when you were in the mall in the early 2000s. Like those like pecan brothers or like
where they
roasted
did the kettle
caramel
corn.
candy.
Yeah,
candy
where they did
pecans.
the kettle corn and the pecans. Yeah,
kind of like that. All right, what was your number 3? We didn't get to number 3 yet, did we?
No, you're on number 3.
Okay. My number 3 is the Larceny Barrel Proof A123. God damn it. From the second I opened that bottle, I was like, fuck, I need to get another one of these. And they're readily available in South Carolina, and I'm going to grab another one up there because it's so fucking delicious. It is just... It's one of those bottles where I wish I could just... I wish I had a backup already because I would love to just crush one and enjoy it and not have to, like, ration it out and, like, enjoy it sparingly.
Yeah, I would sit here and crush one with you.
Dude,
that is... I love, hopefully people know, I love my makers. I love my weededs. It's A123, right?
Yep.
That Larceny is definitely, if you're a weeded fan, buy it. Mm-hmm. As the BSK would say, 10-second bourbon review, fucking buy it.
Fucking buy it.
It is so good. That shit will
FBI,
change.
bro, fucking buy it. Hashtag
that
FBI.
shit will change your perspective on weeded bourbon.
It's delicious. It's
fucking amazing.
It's unbelievable how good that bottle is. I passed up the other day. I've been trying. I still haven't gotten this yet. So just if anyone has any recommendations, please comment down below. As of recording this, so this is a little bit of a long story, but hear me out. So when I first started doing TikTok was a complete afterthought. I only grabbed a TikTok account.
It was barren wasteland.
I only started doing it because I've been doing social media stuff for a long time.
Because all the cool kids were doing it, guys.
Not even that. This is not a joke. Jedi Talk Podcast has an OnlyFans. Here's why.
Who's getting naked?
No. Here's why. It's not like that at all. Anytime there's a new social media thing, I always grab Jedi Talk. I grab Brad, and I've started to grab Brad's Bourbon Reviews. So I grabbed the Brad's Bourbon Reviews TikTok channel.
Yeah, hell yeah, I would too.
And I just literally started throwing them up there as an afterthought from YouTube because I record them in a format that is for YouTube. So they're longer. They have an intro and outro. They have tags, and they have a long thing so you stay on longer. That's the whole point of YouTube.
Yeah.
TikTok's kind of going to that now. But anyone who watches my videos and goes like, why the fuck is he so long-winded? That's why. They're recorded as YouTube videos, and they get thrown up on TikTok. Secret's out. Fuck you. Quit commenting it. If you don't like it, swipe on up, stupid. It takes way less time to swipe up and ignore something than it does to comment on like some kind
Swipe
of
up to the
content.
next video.
Just swipe. So I didn't think of it at all. And so then once I had a few videos that started, I was like, oh, damn, I got 10,000 views. Like, that's really fucking cool. And then I had a few that popped off at 250,000, 300,000, 350,000, 50,000. Like I had a bunch not in a row, but like pretty quickly that were back to back to back were really big. And so I started doing like hashtag Brad's Bourbon Reviews. And the reason I did it was because if you go into the analytics on TikTok, there's not a lifetime view count that's public that I can find at least. And maybe there is a way to do it, but I can't find it. So I started doing hashtag Brad's Bourbon Reviews just to see and track how many views I get on it. So I started doing every video I do, I hashtag Brad's Bourbon Reviews. So last Thursday night, my hashtag hit 1 million views.
Wow.
So I've been trying to find a $1 million view or $1 million. I've made exactly $0 and 0 cents off of this fucking shit, but I do it for the love of it because I love it. But I was trying to find the 1 million view bottle, and so I was in a liquor store the other day and I found the B523 whatever the hell and I walked away just because we're moving and my budget's more tighter than it usually is. But the reason I say that is because I'm torn. Do I want to get another A123 or do I want to get another one to compare them? Because the B123
or wait till November till the bees come out. Yeah,
it's there. It's right down the street. They have it here, and I'm like, fuck. Do I want it? Like, but that's
how
a
much
long
over
way to
retail
come.
Is it?
It was exactly retail.
Yeah. Well, I can understand your situation, but yeah, I probably would have jumped on that.
Holly was shocked that I didn't, but I'm like, we got movers to pay for. We got all this shit coming up. That's like,
you got enough friends. You don't need to pay for fucking movers. Buy pizza and beer. Everyone will fucking help you.
I don't do that with my friends. I'm an adult.
See, that's a good friend right there. A friend that doesn't ask you to help him move. Now, if you do need help moving the whiskey collection, I have no problem helping you out. I work cheap.
I'll pay you in fucking early times.
Hey.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Holly, we don't need to hire movers.
Not everything, just the whiskey collection. I'll break down, move, and set up for you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't do that. That's not my thing. Buy movers and figure it out yourself. That's always been my motto.
Right.
I need a ride to the airport. I'm not your friend.
That's why you never buy a truck.
I'm the guy that does. I'm the guy that would be like, I'm not doing that. Like, I love you. I would honestly rather pay for your fucking Uber than get up at 5 a.m. And I'm serious. Like, I'd rather just do that.
Yeah, dude, I'll help you move. And then moving day comes like, oh, dude, I got diarrhea,
AIDS.
Something fierce.
I got AIDS.
I got
Can't
diarrhea,
help.
something
Just
fierce.
AIDS.
It's not good. This went off on a fucking tangent.
Anyway,
you're at number 3, and it was what?
Larceny Bear for A123.
Larceny BP. Okay, my number 3 is probably going to have to be early times. That 100 bonded.
Okay. That's pretty high up for a $20 bottle, but okay.
For me, hey, BSK all fucking day. That's a great bottle.
Smell that again? I get a juicy fruit note on it.
The Evan?
Juicy fruit gum, yeah.
Yeah.
It's juicy
that
fruit
weird
gum.
powdery part of it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And people say I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Neither do I,
Suck me off.
Again, I don't deal with miniatures.
Early Times is fucking dope.
Early Times is so good, and I wish it was more widely available here because
I can walk in a liquor store right down the street for $22 and get it.
$22, it's crushable. At MSRP, it's even more crushable.
That is MSRP. You got it on
MSRP
sale.
is $12.99.
No, it isn't. It's not. There's no way. That's not true.
You got it at MSRP when you went to the other store.
I got it on sale. That is not MSRP. MSRP is manufacturer suggested retail price. That does not include the sale price. When you go to Target and you see a clearance tag, that's not MSRP.
He brought up
that's
Target.
a sale. We were at Target today and I saw a bunch of yellow fucking tags.
Bougie at Target.
So fancy at Target.
Time to drop the deuce.
I don't know what that means. Oh, number 2. I was like, you have to go to the bathroom again?
Hang around with the BSK long enough, you learn what a deuce is.
I'm sure you're very familiar with deuces.
I'm very familiar. I did my video the other day on the home bowl.
Oh, Christ.
It's the only seat in the house that truly understands me.
You're so retarded. You're so dumb it hurts my feelings.
You're going to get people requesting to have me on more
I think it's going to go the other way. They're going to go, please don't have that guy on again. What the fuck is wrong
What
with
the
you?
fuck were you thinking having that fucking clown on your show?
Pour some more of the smoke wagon. Hope it gets better. I don't think it will. All right, what's your number 2?
No,
That's my number 2?
Ladies first.
My number 2. Thank you. My number 2 is Stag 22B.
Oh,
Stag
wow.
22B.
Number 2?
Number 2, bro.
Number 2?
Yeah, I love me some Stag.
Wow.
I am one of those guys where Stag, if I see it and it's even if it's double retail, $150, I'm buying it every single fucking time. That is a very good bourbon. I think the retail is like 85 on it, 65, maybe 65.
60.
60,
Just
65?
short of 60. That's
Bro,
what I paid.
I'll spend 150 on that all fucking day. I don't want to, but if it's between spending that and not buying it, I'm buying that all fucking day.
Believe me, if anything comes in at that Publix, I got the hook up on you.
She texted me earlier today too, so earlier the other day, so that was good.
I don't doubt it.
What does that mean?
I've been barking up that tree for 8 years.
Jesus. That's not my intention. That's not getting edited out, too, so it's just what it is.
Whatever.
I get like an almond note on this now, too. I think I'm having too much of this shit back to back to back. To be honest with you. I
Probably.
think it's all kind of blending together. Because it smells really good and it didn't used to.
At a point, yeah, it starts blending together, and it's just like, okay, drink it. That's why I'm hitting the iced tea now to sort of flush.
You're the only person on the planet that drinks iced tea as a fucking palate cleanser.
Fuck yeah, dude. Honey lemon green tea.
That's gay. What's
Don't
number
care.
2?
Fuck you.
I don't deal in miniatures.
I don't like miniatures. I like them big. Anyway,
Big floppy
long
donkey
story
dicks.
short.
South Park. We watched the one where he pretends he has Tourette's.
I haven't seen that one.
What?
I haven't watched South Park in years, dude. I'm so detached from South Park. It's not even
I
funny.
adore South Park so much. It's the greatest comedy show of all time. You can say Family Guy, but that's only because you're a fucking
I'm
retard.
not saying Family
You're
Guy.
like, yeah, he said it. He's a chicken fight. Yay. fucking
Greatest
dingbat.
comedy ever was 70s Show.
Yeah, up until he fucking raped all those chicks.
Allegedly.
No,
Anyway,
he got
we're not going to
convicted.
get into that.
He got convicted.
I saw that. I'm not going to go there.
Hey, he got convicted. It's what it is at this point.
Number 2?
Number 2. For trying to get you to say it for the past 10 minutes.
Jack 10.
Oh, okay. All right.
That was, yeah, I've said it before, but that was something special.
It's a good one.
That's Jack Daniels sitting back, like, okay, let's let everyone else release their shit and get hyped up.
Mic drop.
And you know what? Oh, well, we're just going to come in with a 10-year, and guess what? Fuck everybody. Mm-hmm. And then they turn around a year later and go, oh, not only are we doing another 10-year.
And I've heard they're going to do a 10-year and a 13-year.
We're going to do a 12.
I've heard they're going to do a 10, a 12, and a 13 this year.
That shit
What's coming?
is that shit's something special for real. If you're a Jack Daniels lover, Try it. Beg, borrow, and steal. Anyone on TikTok, YouTube.
Don't ask me. I'm not going to send it to you.
Yeah, right. If you have friends that have it or someone that
Unless-
you're cool with,
Unless you're on the Patreon, and then if you're a Patreon member for 3 months, you can pick anything off my shelf and get a 2-ounce sample.
there you go. I mean, the sample I got sent of it from Whiskey Bonded. Shout out to Whiskey Bonded on TikTok. Great
Don't shut
dude.
him out on my show. I don't know him.
Dude, he's a great dude. You'll love him.
I'm kidding. You can shut him
He sent me a sample of that. You had me sample it. Amazing shit. Not a huge Jack fan, but amazing
'cause you're stupid,
stuff.
that's okay.
Whatever.
I like that you put Jack 10 as your number 2 because I put Jack 10 as my number 1.
I figured you would.
It's my number 1 for everything you said. It's the big swinging dick in the whiskey industry coming out and going, "We got you, bitch. Let's go." Let me show you.
Mic drop.
Let me show you what a real fucking 10-year is.
Oh, everyone released their shit? Here's what we're going to do.
Yep, and they're just continuing to show why they're the number 1.
Oh, absolutely.
Legacy brand in the world. All right, what's your number 1?
Although Jack Daniels is not the number 1 selling brand in the world, oddly
Jim
enough.
Beam is.
Wow, go figure. I got nothing against Jim Beam.
It's because it's $8 and there's people like you that exist.
Hey, when you want a cheap mixer out there, dude, you ain't going to debate it.
This is a better cheap mixer.
$8 as opposed to $22. $8 wins.
$8 never wins. Life is too
$8
short to drink
always
$8
wins.
whiskey.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It is. No, it is though.
Number 1, I'm just going to say it. Hate, I don't care. You had me try it. Maker's BEP.
Oh, okay.
Period.
I don't think anything wrong with that. That makes absolute sense for you because you're such a big Makers fan. It's like it makes sense for me to be.
It was
Jack
one of
10.
those ones I knew as soon as it got released, I have to try it. And then we started hanging and getting to know each other. And you're like, dude, I got one. Oh, my God, I can't wait.
I spent a little more on it than I should have. I spent like $20 to $5.
And
on it
it's-
than I should have, but I don't regret it because I never really saw it again. I saw it one other time. And I wasn't able to buy it at the time. Or I would have bought a second one. So I'm glad I bought it when I bought
Yeah,
it.
that's amazing stuff. That shit is so good.
delicious.
I got nothing bad to say about it. I got nothing bad to say about any of them that we just talked about. I mean, yours, Jack 10, Larceny, Bombergers. I mean, that's a hell of a top 5. I can only imagine what a top 10 is going to look like come January, February.
It's going to get nuts.
That's going to get
tough.
interesting.
It's going to get tough. It's going to get real tough.
That's going to get real
'Cause
hard.
I honestly don't know, and this might be biased, but I honestly don't know how I don't put my fucking barrel pick in there.
There's your top 10, though. That's where it would maybe come in at a 7, 8.
But I honestly think it's one of the best whiskeys of the year.
Again, I
Not
can't.
the Father's
rank-
Day one, the Founders Reserve one.
Right, I can't.
The Father's Day one's good too, but
The
Fa-
black
Father's-
label you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah. I
that
mean,
one's fucking.
I could
tremendous.
definitely see that right as of right now. If we were doing a top 10,
And I think
I could see that as a number 6.
I think people would be like, he's saying that because it's his barrel pick. But if you just handed me that, I'd be like, holy shit! Like Cinder Bourbon, he didn't know what it was. He loved it.
That shit was good.
It's balling, man.
I
All right,
mean-
dude. Let's wrap it. We're in an hour.
That's it.
What do you mean that's it? We've done 3 of these back to back to back. I can't look at your fucking face anymore.
Fuck yourself.
Shit. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, be safe out there. Cheers.